Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to work. Decided while I'm working, let's film some content for you guys. I recently went to court this last week and what an amazing time I had. I was able to get the best possible outcome, even though it wasn't the right result, but we got the best possible outcome. Moving on with life, I want to let you guys know that I appreciate all your support for this channel. Just please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to our channel, and share if you enjoy it. Now to get back into the video. So today's topic, we're going to talk about why you should not be marrying some of these crazy Western women and some of the lessons from men in my group and for myself of what you can learn from our experiences, because a woman can really screw up your life in the Western world, and the courts and everybody else panders towards her. Most men don't understand that. There's not a lot of information online out there for you guys to begin with. So let me tell you, like, full disclosure, uncut, unraw, basically raw footage of what really happened. So if your woman is one of those women, let's say one of these Western white girls that essentially threatens you with police or calling law enforcement on fights that you have with her, not physical, but like arguments, and she always threatens that she'll, call the cops on you or abandon you with the kids, my answer to you is let her go if she's using the kids, because she will eventually call the police on you. And once she does, the law is made in such a way to play you. So it's made in a way for you to be used, your emotions as a man, because you have kids and you care about your kids. And I'm going to tell you, I don't disagree with you if you say, hey man, I did this for my kids and I want to go see my kids. I understand that argument. However, the other side, brother, you don't know how she's going to further complicate your life when it comes to custody courts, family courts, and just in general. Her agenda is to make sure that you end up in jail. She will do anything possible to potentially put you in jail or get you charged. And especially if you're a person of color, a lot of these white women, they actually do what's called white woman tears. They'll show up to court, and I've seen these white women tears. I've seen them time in, time out. I sat in court for 2 years to see what happens in these cases. It's the same script. These white girls show up in court, they start making these fake tears, like, oh, my life was so this and that, and my life was this, and you ruined my life, and my job, and everything in her life that's going wrong, she'll blame you. And she will do that in front of a judge to try to get sympathy towards her and change the sentiment of the result. So a lot of these women, they'll use that so that the judge makes a different decision if he was going to let you go. I've seen cases where when I was in court, there was a gentleman out there, he was sitting in court, he was helping his kid brush teeth, 4-year-old kid, and that kid accidentally touched his gums and blood started coming, and he was separated from his ex-wife. And guess what? The ex-wife, she essentially got him an assault charge on his own son and said that he was negligent and he purposely hit the kid. He used the toothbrush as a weapon. At the end of it all, after a trial, the father got probation for 3 years to not be able to see his son. And in that courtroom, the ex-wife was sitting in the back, and she was there, made a whole white woman tear thing and made this good father look like such an evil person just because he was helping his kid brush his teeth. The father cannot see his kid for 3 years. This is what happens in the Western world. They want to ruin families. They want to separate the father and mother from the kid. Usually the fathers, it's a fatherless society. They love these single mothers to take over. And this poor guy, he didn't even care. He's like, yo, put me to jail. I just want to see my kid. I don't want this 3-year probation. But unfortunately, he got the 3-year probation. His ex-wife was crying that why didn't he go to jail? And she left the courtroom pissed. So this is what happens to men, and you guys have to really understand there's an attack on masculinity, there's an attack on manhood, there's an attack on fathers, and you have to be very smart when you're dealing with these Western women. So if your woman is one of those women that leads these kind of things or threatens you right now in your current marriage, you need to walk away and start documenting, because it'll help you. Now, guess what's going to happen even once she does, allege a charge on you? She's going to try to create situations of breaches. What do I mean by that? So she's going to try to, when you go get court orders to see your kid, she's going to try to rack up a bunch of breaches where she's going to come near you and she's going to give the kid to you and then call the cops and says you came near her. And the cops are pussies. They don't give a shit. Their job is to throw charges at you as well too. Even cops that will tell you like, oh yeah, we made a mistake, we didn't see the court order, they don't give a shit. I'm telling you right now. And then later in court it'll get dropped, but this woman is doing that because she wants to make your life miserable. I've seen this happen way too often to men, and I'm telling you, my friend, don't feed into this. You have to become unfazed. You have to become a man that if a woman is willing to walk out the door and do all these things, let her go. Let her go with the kids. Go make more kids. All I have to say to you. I know it's hard. I know it's one of those things that it won't click your head right now, but I'm telling you on the other end, your mental sanity is what's important, because you're going to go through the court process and you're going to see she's going to show up to court via Zoom or in person and cry white woman tears and literally try to ruin your entire existence. And I can't stress the importance of this. And a lot of guys, whether it's scholars or imams or even guys in this space, won't tell you this hardcore truth. They'll tell you a bunch of red pill stuff, but they won't tell you what these women are actually doing on a day-to-day basis. There's hundreds of men in my group that have went through the exact same thing. It's no different. It's the exact same methodology, it's like they were all trained by, a sergeant that taught them to do this. So my advice to you is, don't feed into that. Be calm. Let her do. If she gives you one charge, walk away, hire a lawyer. I can help you with that too if you're in North America, or if you're in Canada. We have different guys in our group that are different places, and we can help you with the best possible lawyers that have results. And you have to also understand your case as well too. And if you really want more information as well, I would highly recommend go download my book. The link is in the description, or if you go on our Instagram, Masculinity on Trial, Beating a System That Was Meant to Beat You. I've laid out, step by step what really is going to happen if this woman is doing these kind of things. And there's a link there. You could book a call with me if you're watching this video and are going through something. If you want specific advice in terms of your case or your shorty, whatever she's doing, book a call with me, and I would be glad to help you, walk you through the step-by-step process of what's going to happen. Other than that, I highly recommend making sure that you document everything yourself. If she's saying these kind of things, get one of those Ray-Ban glasses, Meta glasses. It's $500. It's worth the investment. You start recording her at your will at 3 minutes frame onwards. Get also some kind of recording devices. If you do have them, start recording to make sure that you've protected yourself in these situations. If you're doing your exchanges with kids, make sure you record the exchange. And if she does show up, make sure you record that too, and you report that to the police first, because these women, they don't care. I know you don't want to be a snitch. I know you don't want to be that person that acts like, I don't want to snitch on my wife. It's not about snitching. It's the other end is she's going to snitch on you, which is the sad part. And I get your feeling. I ain't no snitch either, but I'm trying to tell you, you have to protect yourself, because they will do numbers on you. There's so many men in my group that were in their matrimonial homes, and now they have restraining orders, and they're the ones paying the mortgage while she's out there bringing other guys to the house, and he's just watching from a doorbell camera, and his kids are in that house and he can't do anything. And they're in dire, I can't explain their feelings. And I understand that, but you gotta become so unfuckwithable and so undefeatable that you don't let anything get to you. You have to keep going. He's gonna try to provoke things at you that she discussed in marriage. Like, for example, if you guys discussed a certain way to raise your kids, she's going to say, oh, well, now this is what I'm gonna do. And she's gonna start posting pictures to get in your skin so that you cause a breach. Don't do it. Don't do it, my friend. This woman is, don't feed into her game. Show her that you don't give a fuck. You don't give two fucks, and you move on with your life. Trust me, King, it'll be worth it. With that being said, I appreciate you tuning into this video. If you want more information, follow my socials, like, share, and comment, subscribe to our channel. We're going to be coming up with a lot of content for you guys, talking about different cases. We're going to be restarting the podcast as well with different guests. And I genuinely appreciate you guys that tune into my channel. With that being said, thank you and have a great day. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.